it's Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. Welcome to day 14 of my sourdough starter journey. And I'm about to have my cat photobomb the video. That's okay. You guys need to see him anyway. So here is an update. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, and there's his tail. There's his tail. Isn't this fun? You gotta love farm life where you got animals in your kitchen. Hey baby, say hello. Say hello, Rocky. Anyway, putting him down. Okay, so here is our regular starter and our pineapple solution starter. I did a quick video of a close-up so you can see the bubbles. So take a look at that. Okay, here is the regular starter. Again, lots of bubbles, just not rising. Lots of bubbles on the top. And then here is our pineapple solution starter, starting to get some bubbles on the sides. And a few bubbles on the top. So that's where we're at. Bubbles, not really rising. Starting of bubbles, still not rising, but this is early on in the process. Okay, so let's do our morning feeding. So we're going to remove all but about a half a cup of this, and I'm going to put it today because I'm going to test out another recipe before I share it with you. So I'm going to put this in a measuring cup because I'm going to be using it. So all but about a half a cup of that starter. And then we are on a once a day feeding schedule with this. I am going to make one change because I've been doing some research because I'm just not thrilled with the progress this is making, and what I'm finding is part of the problem could be I decided to start this in the dead of winter in Idaho, and even though I'm keeping it warm, just the atmosphere around is cold and frozen part of the time, and this is probably not the best time to start a sourdough starter. But everybody I've read says don't give up. It might just take a month or so, but don't give up. So I'm not going to give up. I am going to make one other change. Some people have suggested switching to adding not just the all-purpose flour, but adding in some whole wheat flour. That sometimes the yeasts are more active with a whole wheat flour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half all-purpose and half whole wheat every day with our water and see if that wakes it up a little bit. So I'm doing, once a day I'm doing a half a cup of flour. So I'm going to do a quarter cup of the all-purpose flour. And I'm going to do a quarter cup, did I say quarter cup? Quarter cup of all-purpose and a quarter cup of whole wheat. And we will see if that makes a difference. And again, 6 tablespoons of warm water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Well, don't dump it back in the cup. 6. I'm going to stir that up, fully incorporate that, especially getting those 2 different flours mixed up. So we will see if that makes a difference in the next couple of days, whether that whole wheat flour gives it the boost I'm looking for. So stirring it up, it's a thick paste, still pourable, but thick. And I'm going to scrape down the sides. fingers. And we are going to, what did I do with the lid? There it is. We're going to put the lid back on. I switched over to a solid lid, but I'm not tightening it. I'm not cranking it down. I'm leaving it sort of loose so some air can get in. I found that the top of my starter was drying, and I think it was getting too much air and was allowing it to dry. So I've got my rubber band back in place so we can see if it is getting any rise after it has been fed. So now we're going to switch over to our pineapple juice starter, and this is day 7 of this one. So we are also going to discard all but about a 1/2 cup. And this one we are feeding twice a day at the 1/4 cup, 3 tablespoons. So, and this is totally whole wheat flour. So this morning I'm doing a 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 3 tablespoons of lukewarm water, and I will repeat that again in about 12 hours before I go to bed tonight. So this one is getting fed twice a day. I'm just not filming it for you because you guys can imagine, you guys can use your imagination what that's going to look like. But stir that up, scrape down the sides, and hopefully this will produce more and more bubbles and start rising also. I haven't been rubber banding it just because it really hasn't shown much rise yet. And I'm gonna clean off the lip and close this up. I removed the rubber seal so it's not a tight fit. And we will set this, keep an eye on it, stir it a couple times a day, and feed it again tonight. And we will report back to you tomorrow. So thanks for joining us. If you would like copies of my guides for making sourdough starter, as well as a couple of my recipes for pineapple coconut bread or pancakes and waffles, just comment guide down below and I'll be happy to send you those. So thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.